Again, that a loan deal. He is still a Bayern player for the time being, but those allegiances will be put to one side here tonight as he takes to the Allianz Arena in all white. Bayern, with the exception of Manuel Neuer, who is in all red, they are in all black, wearing their new Champions League third kit. Tell you what, it is quite the eye-catching number, and something tells me I might be adding it to my collection sooner rather than later. Thomas Frank, the new man on the top. Spurs had won the Europa League. But the new man on the Bayern books, Luis Diaz, getting the tricky customer that he is. Michael Olise drives on, earns the foul. Bayern with a free kick in a very promising position, courtesy of their player of the season, Michael Olise. It is Olise, and just wide of the post. He won the free kick, he wanted to convert it, and he wasn't far away from doing just that with the first real chance of the game. Here is Luis Diaz, one-on-one with Pedro Porro. Again, they lose that in tight spaces, Spurs, and Olise flitting into that same pocket of space. Kane flicking it on. The first-time pass looking for Luis Diaz. Kane has come off second best in the challenge, has actually won the free kick for Bayern here. 435 games for Tottenham. As the free kick is taken quickly, and Goretzka puts it over in the end for Bayern. Looking to make it 2 wins out of 2. Tricky work out wide. Mohamed Kudus made Bentancur. Here comes the corner. Right into the mix it goes. Vicario with a hand to the ball, not clear. Diaz round the corner. Kudus tracks back well. But it's a corner to Bayern. Lovely first touch, brilliant second. Bayern lead by a goal to nil as Harry Kane scores against his former club at the Allianz Arena. What a classy, classy goal from the England captain. Bayern deserving of an opening. Hint of offside about it. Well, let's take a moment just to marvel at the brilliance here of Harry Kane. Luis Diaz looking to make something happen. Kane's touched by Stanisic. Bayern have a penalty. And this bright start from Bayern is being rewarded inside last season for Harry Kane. But he misses from the spot here. A rarity, a collector's item. But better to get it out of the way in pre-season than in a competitive fixture. A slip of the studs. Corner to Spurs, and I tend to agree with Conrad. I'm not sure. Kudus making his physical presence felt as Richarlison's snapshot draws the first save out of Manuel Neuer. Darting pass out to Coman. Cut back to Diaz. Not the cleanest of connections from the... Lovely cross in, and it's just over the head of Kingsley Coman at the back post. Well, I tell you what. Coman looking for a piercing. 30 of 30 for club and country since then. It's Goretzka! Wonderful bit of play. Purposeful, powerful. Oh, Kane. Closest to those heels against Brennan Johnson here. Tottenham's top goal scorer last season. Brennan Johnson. Finds for Bayern. Olise releasing his fellow Frenchman, Kingsley Coman. Making tracks into the box as well. It is Olise that doesn't get there because Van der Veen with his head to the ball. Kudus not room to manoeuvre in that penalty area from the Kimmich corner. Second chance opportunity. Oh, ball in, dangerous, and again, not the most convincing defending. A lot of misfortune when it comes to injuries. For now, Olise finding Diaz. Richarlison trying to make something happen for Tottenham. For a second time this evening, the Brazilian striker stinging the palms of Manuel Neuer. Finding Lima, this is brilliant. Goretzka! Setting it up and over the bar. But Bayern are producing some wonderful combination play. We really are seeing them show off all the qualities that they honed under Van for the positive result the Bayern want here tonight. Lima's cross goes long. A couple of black shirts to aim for. One of them's Goretzka! Oh, his name really should be on the score sheet by now, and he knows it. Two chances in quick succession, both with a degree of difficulty about them. Richarlison, a little bit of trickery to go past Upamecano, trying to beat. Couldn't reward ourselves in front of goal. Smart piece of play, Tottenham team. Kimmich to Lima, cut back looking for Kane. Harry Kane! And somehow it hasn't gone in for 2-0. Session of possession, and Olise with a neat turn looking to release Harry Kane, who was held there by Romero, and the referee sees that as enough to produce the first booking of the game. Gonna be Harry Kane into the wall. Task follow-up, almost. Paulinho loses out. Kane flicking it through to Luis Diaz. Felt he needed a touch, and that allowed Vicario to rescue the situation. Across to Coman. Coman drives, but it needed someone of 21 in 21 for Bayern, or 30 in 30 for club and country since his last competitive miss. On paper is somewhat meaningless. When it comes to the result, it really is about the performance, is about the back. Well, the Brazilian, again, Tar with a touch. Richarlison, Kudus thought about the acrobatic, but crowded out in the end. Luis Diaz. Came so close to a goal and is in on the overlap. Coman cutting inside. Kane, early delivery, Olise off the bar. It would have been absolutely glorious. It is a sweeping move. Luis Diaz. Olise! Stings the palms of Vicario with a trademark effort. Gets a corner. But he was looking for that far corner instead. And he almost found it. Those are the moments that'll be ironed out as the Bayern players get used to their new star signing, Luis Diaz, and to Olise, looking for the return. Luis Diaz went to be unselfish, and there was no one to turn it home. Since unmarked at the back post, Kudus has spotted him as well, but the cross too long. This time it goes a little deeper. Kane attacks. Spence gets. The squad has been thinned. Quality is added. Porro with the corner. Harry Kane. To Luis Diaz. Round the corner for Stanisic. Back to Lima! A goal that had world class written all over it. It just didn't have the finish to match the build-up. Kane. Kingsley Coman! It's 2-0 Bayern on the hour mark. And finally they get their second goal. No less than their dominance has deserved, and it's delivered by Kingsley Coman. An eye-catching finish to get the Allianz Arena on its feet. Again, the high press proving dividends. Coman with only one thought in his mind. And didn't he pick out that far corner with aplomb? Coman to Harry Kane. Brilliant save by Vicario, and Diaz can't turn it home on the rebound. 2-0 up, breathing easy. A corner now from Luis Diaz. Goes long, and as a head coach, that's a good chance, and Tottenham really should have a goal back. Glorious opportunity. for Richarlison, who has had their best chances this evening. He tested Manuel Neuer with the first two, fails to find the target with a wide open header with the third. At the Allianz Arena tonight, instead it's Carl! Leonard Carl with his first goal at the Allianz Arena to make it 3-0 to Bayern against Tottenham. High hopes for the 17-year-old, and he gives Bayern fans a glimpse of just what he can bring to the table. Everyone expectant, waiting for the Diaz shot. It didn't come, but Leonard Carl waited no time. Pass put on a plate, whipped into that far corner. And this really is now a scoreline befitting. Footwork just let him down at the vital moment. Cesare, though, makes up for it with a splendid effort. Oh, the quality of goals that we've seen scored this evening. Absolutely magnificent. And this effort from Jonah Cesare is the latest in an eye-catching bunch. Bayern 4 to the good, and their young stars are stealing the show late on. It looked like the chance had gone, but Jonah